An overview of my story as it pertains to mental health. It's been quite a journey. A lot of course, my mental health illness comes from a lot of my childhood, of course, and things that I've learned through therapy. A lot of it stems from the things that I witnessed growing up. I was in a very turbulent family household where my dad was abusive. There was affairs going on. I was witness to a lot of just unstable foundation for a child. And I think growing up in that atmosphere, how I coped into my adolescent and adult life was, a lot of holding on to things really tight and, experiencing a lot of anxious attachment. And a lot of that then came with anxiety and, other things that involve with work and social media and anxiety and body image and focusing on and getting into bad situations because, again, when you want to be loved, you fall into bad avenues. And for me, that avenue was really bad toxic relationships because of what I witnessed as a child. So I went into very abusive relationships, very abusive men, one of which tried to kill me. He went to jail for attempted murder. And from there, it was just, again, that cycle of just wanting to be loved. And I was feeding that love, which again was very toxic behavior with getting into really bad relationships and very abusive relationships. And it wasn't until a couple years ago that I really did the hard work to kind of separate the trauma and what I now know that I deserve versus what I went through. But it's been a cycle to break childhood beliefs. So the reason that I'm sharing my story today is I feel like there's a reason that I've gone through everything that I have. And for me, I can either hide behind a curtain and be embarrassed or ashamed from the failed relationships or the mishaps that I've had, or feeling shameful that I've had, I've had to call the ambulance more times than I can even count because I thought I was dying from an anxiety attack. I can hide behind that and I can just numb that out, or I can go, okay, these are my experiences. This is everything that I've been through. So now I went through them for a reason. I always think that you go through things so that you can help other people through them. And for me, it's I would love to be able to be a voice for other people that are stuck in their shame, or that have a hard time talking about it, to go, oh wait, she went through that? Okay, well maybe I can talk to someone too. I think it's important to share within the community because, this is my home. This is where I'm raising my children. I want to be able to be that friendly neighbor face to be like, oh, hey, she's my neighbor and she's dealing with this. And it's okay to ask for help. I am the hugest advocate for therapy. My therapist saved my life. She's helped me uncover 30 years of shame and trauma that I didn't even know I was carrying. So much so that I can say that I've been off medicine for anxiety for 3 months, and it feels amazing to know that doing the work and really just working on yourself, and you can walk through it and people are there to help you walk through it. And I want to be that person for my community. I think my biggest piece of advice for someone that is either stuck in that abusive relationship or filled with anxiety, or have gone through any things that I've gone through, is you have, you get to try again tomorrow. You can have a better life. And I always thought that, well, this is just the cards that I was dealt, and this is just what it is, and this is what I have to live with, and this is the relationship, and I don't deserve any better than that. And that's just not the truth. You do deserve more than that. You do deserve to have a better life, and there are people that are willing to help you. This life is so precious and it's so short. And I just think there is so much goodness. And I just think if we can be that goodness to just help people, because there's always someone struggling. There's always, and you will have moments of struggle. And to know that you're not alone, and know that sometimes when I struggle, the best thing that I can do is be of service for somebody else, because I know I'm actually not struggling as bad as the person to the left or the right of me. And so to be able to just really like be that hope and be that, be the goodness, because there is so much good. And I know it's really hard to see when you're in a hard place. So maybe you can be the change and the goodness that we all need.